Oi oi, Roger Retro Gamer here. Hope you're all well. Thanks for joining me again. Up in the man cave in the loft. Sweltering. We've been out in the sun the weekend. Hope you had a lovely weekend, everyone. Got a bit of tan. I need to wear some shorter sleeves out when we go over the park and that. Oh, it's a warm one. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Thanks if you are following my nostalgic journey. My history in gaming, blah 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 blah. So we were well into the Xbox, early 2000s. Oh, the Xbox! I mean, it's still the business now. Absolutely love it. But yeah, talk started circulating about this new, the latest, greatest, the Xbox 2. Ooh, that piqued some interest. So yeah, had to be done. I didn't get one on release date. I'm not one for standing outside shops for hours on end, queuing up, waiting. But within the first week or so, I took the plunge, nabbed a nice original Xbox 360, and a handful of titles. And I've got to say, what a cracking little machine. Now, those handful of titles that I got with it way back when, from good old Game Station, Colchester. I pulled a few out of the collection, and Call of Duty 2, wow, with that extra bit of shine and polish. And that's one thing the 360 did, was it kind of gave a shiny layer to everything, whether it was wood, metal, water. It just had that extra sort of sheen on. I guess that was the early days of HD graphics. But Call of Duty, what a campaign! What a I don't play games. I mean, there was big talk that it was going to be the greatest thing, online multiplayer sort of machine, and I don't do all that. It's very seldom and rare that I've ever done that throughout my history in gaming. So I'm all about the single player campaign, and that was a stonking game, absolute cracker. Being an N64 man back in the day and now, fond memories of Perfect Dark by the Rare lot. I got that back in the day. I got the standard edition back in the day. It weren't about fancy different sort of boxes back then as it is now. You know, us collectors are funny old creatures, aren't we, eh? I've got the standard one, but that's the 2-disc special edition. Don't know what's special about it, but that was really good. Again, with that extra sort of sheen, and yeah, cracking game, really good, and a real step up from anything really that the PS2 could muster up. Although there was talks of the PS3 eventually coming out, but that was a long way off in the horizon. So those that had sense nabbed that Xbox 360 as quick as they could. This was an early title for me, Dead or Alive 4. Beautiful graphics. Absolute brilliant fighting game. Really loved that back in the day. Way over the top effects on certain body parts, shall we say, but can't beat it. I got the first 3 on the Xbox, and yeah, absolutely loved them. Really took really well. I mean, I'm not that much. I generally like me 2D fighters, so yeah, really got into that. I'm not an expert by any means. I mean, I've recently played through Mortal Kombat 10, 11, and a few of the Street Fighters and whatnot, but that's well worth playing. If you've never experienced Dead or Alive, any of them, they're all good. They're all good looking, quality games. Love me platformers. So this had to be in there. Cameo, Elements of Power, and yeah, this was one where you could change into different creatures and whatnot, have different abilities to make your way through the level. And yeah, it was really good. I know the other half, she liked that back in the day. Only on Xbox 360. Oh, the place for raw power. But yeah, really fun game to play. I must admit I haven't played it in years, so it might be nice to have a little tinker at that one day. Another one I got early on, Full Auto. This was a crazy sort of Burnout-esque with guns. Yeah, really good game, real good fun. And Sega, what more do you want? Brilliant. Talking of Burnout, it's got a bit of extra spit polish and shine for the 360, and for me, I do think Burnout 3. I know everyone hates old. I think it's Striker. Striker is the MC doing the DJing and the talk over. But I really took to Burnout 3. I really like that. It's probably that I put so many bloody hours into it way back. But yeah, Burnout Revenge. That's a really good game. I'm talking about these like perhaps you've never played them before. Perhaps there's some you've missed out on. But I'll be honest with you, almost all of these are worth getting. You probably get them cheap from good old CEX or somewhere like that now. This was a really good game. It got me into that sort of the atmosphere. I didn't know what to expect, in all honesty. It was a really good game. Again, it's only a cheapie now, but 3D Realms 2K. It's an awesome mind-bending experience on the Xbox 360, and it certainly was. But I don't remember completing it, but I remember putting many an hour into it. It was just, yeah, a bit wacky. We like a wacky game. This I've got early on, Ridge Racer 6. It was more just to try a racer, to be honest. Early on the early days of the 360, just to see what it could do. I'm not a great fan of Ridge Racer, I'll be honest. I like an arcadey race 'em up, but yeah, I just apart from Rage Racer, that's more my cup of tea. That was a good one, but yeah, Ridge Racer, you know, I've got nostalgia for it, but yeah, there's better about now. Another one, early days, Quake 4, like a Doom, and I tell you what, it was a bloody cracker. Again, I played the single player campaign matches, etc. But I know Quake has got a big following for online stuff, but I really enjoyed that. Again, with that extra sheen. And this was an amazing step up. I mean, I was heavily into me Ghost Recon's, one of the rare games that I played through and then played through again. And each of the Ghost Recons, played them a couple of times and completed them. So to get this with, I mean, wow, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Getting my sweat on. Oh. Yeah, well worth playing. But that really did show, you know, HD graphics. It was all about HD. HD. And then we got, I mean, we had Xbox 360. You'll know this now anyway. But it became home for so many absolutely pucker franchises. Really did. I mean, Gears of War. This is some sort of special edition. Got all the usual editions, but Gears of War and Shock Horror. I've never completed Gears of War 1 or 2. Done the rest. The first one I completed was it was number 3. Then number 4, then number 5. Then went back and played I think it's Judgment and the other one. All really good, but just never gone back to it. It's a shame, really. I should pull my finger out and have a go. Another one, I absolutely love this, adored this back in the day. Lost Planet. Got the standard edition, but I'm a bit of a sucker for a steel tin. Well, now I am. I weren't then. But another cracker. Great story to it, and it was unique. being there was snow everywhere, you know, and you were concerned about your health and everything else. But yeah, another cracker. Get it in your collections. Um, Elder Scrolls 4. Now this, I mean, I put some time into number 3 and hadn't played one before number 3, but couldn't wait to get this when I see this was out and see the box art. I mean, it was all about the box art, but look at the graphics. Again, brilliant title. It's strange, I haven't really taken to Skyrim now. I haven't really played much of that at all. But yeah, maybe one day. Throughout the life cycle of the Xbox 360, there's been some real high points and then some real low points. And I think I shed a tear when I put this in and tried to have a blast of this, and I just thought, oh, Sega, what have you done? What have you done? I don't know whether that's sweat or tears there. But oh my God, bloody awful. Absolutely, you should be ashamed of yourself, Sega. Don't you think about remastering this bloody blue turd, will ya? Eh? We want some quality, Sega. Long live the Sega. Way back when, on the old Xbox, Area 51 was a real popular title for me. Played that through a couple of times, and I don't know if this is related to it in some way, but I always thought it was. I thought it was kind of the next one on from it. But this was brilliant. Some real over-the-top sort of creatures to take out. I think this came out on the PS3 eventually, but it was kind of before Resistance was out on the PS3. This was your sort of go-to game that big creatures and Area 51 sort of styley, but really good game. Again, no doubt a cheapie. Go and grab it, add it to the collection. And wow, I really got into that. The Darkness, fantastic game. The abilities, the sort of I really weren't expecting it. I didn't know nothing about it when I got it, to be honest, and it proper freaked me out. It was really, really good. Yeah, well worth adding. Cracking game. Banjo-Kazooie, nuts and bolts. Rare. You could have done a lot more with the games and the characters you got to your arsenal. You could do a lot more. But Banjo-Kazooie, having had the original way back in the day, this had to be added, and eventually was. So yeah, again, so many great franchises started on the 360 era of consoles, and Saints Row, I don't think it come close to Grand Theft Autos, but I tell you what, it was good in its own right. If there weren't a Gran Turismo of Grand Theft Auto, that would have been higher up on the list, I think. Rival gangs and whatnots. Really good title. Turok, again, a follow-on from the N64 days, and really good. It's a cracker. If you haven't played it, get in amongst it. Jurassic Park meets Doom, if you like. It's quality. I don't think it was that too well received, but it wasn't that long ago. I had a go on that, and I thought it was bloody good. And this was, wow, absolute corker. Really good. Sega says it all. Nah, that was a really good game. Condemned. Such atmosphere to it. brilliant. I mean, for me, that it was a completely different story, but that made me feel how playing this, how I felt when playing the Suffering games. So immersed into that sort of real, if you like, draining sort of story that you just wanted to just keep going, explore the game world and get further in it. So it's a cracker. And there was another one on there, Condemned 2. Not as good as that, but it was a good one. Now I sunk so many hours into this, having had the first two. Wow, what a cracker! Getting those kudos points, playing this for hours and hours on end, and recently played this when the Xbox broke, when the Xbox One broke and is still just a doorstop or a showpiece in the corner. Waste of space now. Yeah, I'm talking to you, you bastard. Yeah, absolute. The graphics, the playability, the arcadiness, but without being too over the top. It's not a Ridge Racer, but and number 4 is really good as well. And this was the game that I still had a big back telly, big 32-inch, weighed a ton. You could hide a dead body in the back of that bloody thing. Go have a sip. Little break. Yeah, so I still at the time had a big back telly, surround sound, all speakers, Wharfdale speakers all set up and booming, and it was only when I having this game and putting so many hours into it, the opportunity was there to go and get a big, well, what was big? I think it was about 37-inch at the time, about 37-inch flat screen telly. And when I got home, connected it up, banged this on, and oh my God, it honestly, it just changed the game for me. I mean, I'd pretty much completed it anyway, and then changed my telly, hooked it up, put it in, started this game from afresh. And the times I was just driving around, I'd bloody stop and then just look around. And I'd go, Jesus, like real life. All the buildings, it just gave it that extra depth. And that was the first game I experienced with HD telly, HD console. Absolute beauty. And I've never looked back. So, yeah, Project Gotham 3. Stonker. So yeah, as we continued throughout the journey with the 360, we had highs, we had lows. Sonic the Hedgehog, real low. But another high point for me was this game, and when I chucked that in, oh my days, absolute brilliant. I mean, it really brought back rallying, and it had some sort of race on race, player on player races where you'd go around a little mini circuit and have to beat the other car on the similar sort of circuit. But most of it was your standard sort of rallying warfare, if you like. But I put so many hours into this, and Codemasters really brought a series back to life, and bless him, Colin McRae would have been proud. Unfortunately, it's gone to just Dirt now. Dirt 4, Dirt 5, got those, and again, really good even to this day. But it's this one that holds true nostalgia for me. And unfortunately, playing this so much, this game we developed, there was talk, and I didn't really hear much about it. My console was doing fine. I didn't really hear much about it until my console got the dreaded red ring of death, and as you can understand, thoroughly pissed off. But then it became apparent that Microsoft had given people an extra warranty, so any problems, if you got it all, you take it back and see what you can do, and they'll either send it away and repair it, or maybe you can put it towards, you know, get your credits back and put it towards something else. And so yeah, good old Colin McRae Dirt killed my original 360 console, which is I haven't got one in the collection anymore. Now with that, we boxed it all up. We had a trip back to Game Station. Now bear in mind, my console then was pretty much within a week from being out of the original 1 year manufacturer warranty. So walking in there, having a little chat, as you do, not happy. It's a well-known problem. We need to sort it. I said, oh, well, that's no problem. You've got your receipt. It's all boxed up. It was as you bought it. We'll send it off. And I went, whoa. No. You'll send it off, but you'll give me a new one, won't you? And a lot of head scratching going on. And they, well, we'll go and have a chat with the manager. I said, well, do us a favour. If you can get that manager to come out, I'll have a chat with him. Save you, you know, play middleman. So manager pops along. I said, right, we all know the score with these. I don't go online, you know. I haven't overused it. It's been well ventilated. It's within the year manufacturer warranty. So I'm going to have another one. And you're going to sort that out for me. And then you're going to do what you need to do. I paid you pound notes. And as you can see from my receipt, and I bought quite a few titles back in when I was in buying it all. So you're going to look after me, aren't you? And then I'm going to continue to, you know, come here. What do you reckon? He's like, oh, I'll have to have a chat. If I make a phone call, this isn't really what we do, but if I make a phone call, then we'll see what we can do. But that's not really what we do. We have to send it off and abide by Microsoft. And I said, well. I paid you pound notes. You give me a console. That console's faulty. I'm returning that console. I want an exchange. So the other half's going, whoa, calm down. I said, darling, I'm calm. If I weren't calm, you know me, sweetie, I'd be over there chewing his nose off. I'd be over that counter somehow, 4 foot nothing tall. I said, I'd be over that counter and I'd pull him outside and have a chat. I said, so, you know, this guy's going to look after me. He's going to sort me out. And whether he did or he didn't, we'll save that for next video. Because I'm about to pass out. It's bloody hot. Anyway, I hope you come back for the next video in my journey in gaming. Love the 360. A lot of nostalgia for it now. I've got a fair collection, but and unfortunately I haven't got my original console, which I'd have loved to have had. But there we go. But we'll continue this next time, and hope you can join me again. Take care. See you soon. Bye for now. Laters.